Over the course of 3 episodes, CBS All Access Star Trek Discovery has already proven to have a number of surprises up its sleeve. Who could have guessed, for instance, the fate of Michelle Yeoh, who plays the Captain Philippa Georgiou, to star sonequa Martin Green's disgraced first officer Michael Burnham. The unpredictability of the series so far, though, just promises that there are more surprises to come. Rotten Tomatoes was at New York Comic Con Star Trek Discovery Madison Square Garden panel and press conference on Saturday to learn more about what went into this new iteration of the beloved franchise and buzzy newcomer characters like El-Rel, a Klingon played by Mary Kifo, Cadet Sylvia Tilly Mary Wiseman, and the wartime commander, Captain Gabriel Orca Jason Isaacs, who scooped Burnham off a prison transport shuttle and conscripted her for duty aboard the Discovery. Star Trek Discovery's real breakout, of course, is its star Martin Green. Read on to find out 7 things we learned about the complicated hero and what's to come for her in Season 1 of the new series. 1. We haven't seen the last of Burnham and Georgiou together. Perhaps the most exciting news to come out of the NYCC sessions was the tease that Yeoh's deceased captain will indeed appear again this season. Whether that's through flashback sequences or the varied miracles of Star Trek science is unclear. But Yeoh, who surprised the cast and congoers with an 11th hour appearance at the mid-afternoon panel, joked that she'll be coming back as a ghost. "You don't understand what an incredible adventure working on Star Trek Discovery has been, so I'm not going to let them kill me. Okay, I will haunt them," she said, mimicking a ghost. "I love these guys to death. The love appears to be mutual." By panel's end, series producer Gretchen J. Berg confirmed that they loved Yeoh so much that they're bringing her back for more. You will see more of this woman on the show too. Season 1 is the story of Burnham's redemption and self-discovery. Michael Burnham is a hell of a character, and she's in beyond capable hands with the Walking Dead vet Martin Green. Speaking on the intricacies of Burnham's emotional and intellectual state, considering she's a 100% human raised by Vulcans, franchise icon Spock's parents, in fact, there's a lot to work with here. The actress said that she finds the inner turmoil quite visceral. "Me as Burnham, you see me say that my emotions inform my logic rather than impede them," she said. "And so growing up on Vulcan, it was something that I had to find something about my emotions to be a point of strength. I had to find them helpful in some way, so that's the way I did it. I decided that my emotions helped me carve out new paths of logic, and so that would help me in the midst of this logic-based society, but then those sorts of emotional sensibilities have led me to where I am now. And so I really love that this path is one of self-discovery. But it is also a path of redemption, as well, and the yearning for that will always be there." 3. Burnham has a love life. While contractually obligated to reveal no Star Trek spoilers to press and fans, Martin Green did suggest that we'll get to know Burnham more intimately this season. When asked by a member of the audience if we'll get a glimpse into Burnham's personal and love life, the actress broke into a big smile and played coy. "I'm just gonna say that there's all kinds of life on this show," she said. "We're covering everything with everyone, you see what I'm saying?" For The Walking Dead informed Martin Green's approach to Star Trek Discovery off camera. Martin Green is no stranger to large-scale television projects with devoted and vocal fan bases. Back in the press room, she admitted that her time as Sasha Williams on AMC's Undead hit prepared her for her latest dramatic outing. 1,000 trillion quadrillion quadrillion% my time and work on Walking Dead for sure prepared me for this," she said. "It was very much a stepping stone for me. It was very much a time of preparation. I was on The Walking Dead for 5 years, and so it was very much a postgraduate degree. I learned an incredible amount about what it is to be an actor, to be a professional. I learned so much about just being a woman, a wife, a mother, a friend, an artist that is a part of a whole. So to be on that Goliath of a show that means so much to so many people, I feel it was just the perfect experience to jump off into this. It was a trampoline into this because now I have the honor and privilege and blessing to be on the ground." 5. Her co-stars inspired her to get Burnham right. With as incredibly expansive a universe as the Star Trek franchise offers, it's easy for new actors within that world to look back and borrow bits of advice from actors of the past. Wilson Cruz, who plays one half of Star Trek's first same-sex couple as Dr. Hugh Culber, for instance, admitted to watching all the Doctors of the past in preparation for this role. "What I loved about them is they were the living, beating heart of the show," he said. "And so I really wanted to infuse Culber with as much of that sensibility as possible." Isaacs, on the other hand, said just the opposite, that he had no desire to be a pale shadow of any of the brilliant stuff I've seen before me. "So everything for me was constructed backwards to be not like anybody I'd seen on Star Trek before." Martin Green fell somewhere in the middle. There's no way her performance as Burnham couldn't be influenced by Vulcans who were previously brought to the screen. It's where I grew up, she joked. But she was also quick to shift gears and credit her co-stars with inspiring her day-to-day, no matter how lame it sounded. I really am inspired by and informed by these actors. I feel that everyone has really jumped off the cliff and they're going wherever the story leads them. And so I've seen the story reflected back to me in their eyes, she said. The world becomes so very alive because of who we have. It's just a lot of heart exchange, and I've been informed the most by everyone here. 6. The creators will do right by Spock and Burnham's relationship. When asked in the press room about the details of Spock and Burnham's relationship, producer Akiva Goldsman politely but definitively responded with a simple no. But Anthony Rapp, who plays Lieutenant Paul Stamets, later reassured that matters such as that are on the minds of creators and actors alike. Staying true to canon is a goal across the board. What I've continued to ask the series skeptics is to keep going, Rapp said, to trust that we are aware of these things. That, yes, we've never heard of Michael's relationship with Spock before. Trust us that this will somehow reverberate in ways that you don't necessarily expect. 7. She may not be the captain of the ship, but she's the captain of this freaking show. Central to Star Trek Discovery's lore is the fact that it has a non-captain woman of color as the lead protagonist, and those in the press room would be remiss if they weren't to ask about that fact's significance. But it also raises the question of how the other female relationships, of which there are several, will play out on screen. Series producer Burge, for one, is particularly keen on the rapport between Burnham and Cadet Tilly. What was so great about seeing the Georgiou and Burnham relationship, where Georgiou was such a wonderful mentor, this is now happening here between the cadet and former first officer, Berg said. It's paying it forward, and as a friendship, it's a two-way street, and I think that's awesome. Martin Green praised her co-star, Wiseman. Mary is a firework, you guys. She's just sensational. Then Wiseman jumped into the butt-kissing contest to credit Martin Green for really standing at the helm of the series and helping her to find her voice on and off screen in a massive project like Star Trek. I'm very new to this situation and never had a role this size on this kind of franchise before, Wiseman said, noting that Tilly is coincidentally also having her own world opening. She's so green and she's on this new ship that is, like, the ship for science, and it's exactly where she wants to be. And then she comes into contact with this woman Burnham who is strong, who is warm, who is empathetic, and she kind of blows her mind. She is in a place of pure possibility right now, and I feel like that, too, as a person. To have sonequa, she may not be the captain of the ship, but she's the captain of this freaking show, Wiseman enthused. She is a mother and a sister and a friend to all of us. The stories that you will see on screen reverberate backwards and in between us all. Star Trek Discovery streams Sundays at 8:30 p.m. ETPT on CBS All Access.